two diesels surveyed the shed. "It's time, 7101, said one, that we took this railway over." "Shush, 199. It's their railway after all." "Not for long," said 199. "Our controller said steam engines spoil our image." "Of course we do," snapped James. "We'll show you what frauds you are. Call yourselves engines. If anything happens, you care nothing for your trains. You just moan for a fitter. We bring it home, if only on one cylinder." "Nothing," persists 199, "ever happens to us. We are reliable." Vulgar noises greeted this. "How rude. You asked for it," growled 7101. "Now shut up." Next day, Henry was rolling home tender first. "I'm a failed engine," he said. "Lost my regulator. It's jammed wide open, and driver can't mend it until I'm cool again. However," he went on, "it would have happened if Duck didn't tease me with those tenders. Now they'll laugh at me again." He reached the signal box and strode, whistling for a road. Opposite the box, on the upline, stood Diesel 199 with a train of oil tankers. Or should I say slate trucks. "Worse and worse," growled Henry. "Now old Reliable will laugh at me too." The signalman ran up. "For pity's sake, take the spam cam away. It's failed. The limiter is behind and all he does is wail for his fitter." "Spam cam?" persists 199. "I'm Stowett," stopped the signalman, "or I'll take my 10 opener to you. Now then." 199 subsided this dreadful threat, and Henry pulled the train out of the way. The diesel didn't move. He just sulked. The limited rushed by with a growl and a roar. Henry gave a chuckle. "Look, spam cam," he said. "There's your little pal." The diesel said nothing. He was hoping that 199 hadn't noticed. 199 hadn't noticed. 7101 hadn't noticed. He was having troubles of his own. He struggled with the passengers. Engines have a pump called an ejector. When this happens, air leaks into the brake pipe and it keeps the brakes off. He struggled on for half a mile, but then he came to a complete stop, unable to move a wheel. The news soon spread down the line. "Old Reliable, huh? I thought they'd be laughing at me. Now the joke's on them." "Moving two dead diesels in their trains," said his driver. "That's no job for a failed engine. Do you think you can do it?" "I'll have a good try," said Henry with spirit. "Anyway, 7101's better than old Spam Cam. He did try and shut him up last night." "Come on then," said his driver. "We mustn't keep the passengers waiting." "Get moving, you!" shouted Henry as he started to the rescue. Henry buffered up to the back of 7101's train. The driver and fireman were making arrangements between the coaches. "It's better than we thought, Henry," said his driver. "The diesel can pull if we keep the brakes off. That means the only weight we'll have is Spam Cam and his goods." "Hush," said Henry. "That's a mercy." He was by now feeling rather puffed. "Poop, poop, are you ready?" shouted 7101. "Beep, beep, yes I am," whistled Henry. So with 7101 leading up front and Henry gamely puffing in the middle, the long cavalcade set out for the next big station. Donald and Flying Scotsman were waiting to give a friendly toot-toot as Henry passed by. 199 and the slate trucks trailed far behind. The passengers all buzzed out like angry bees, but then when Merida told them about Henry, they forgot to feel cross and thanked Henry instead, and took his photograph. They were thrilled, too, when Flying Scotsman backed down onto the train. If the guard hadn't laid the flag, the train would have been later than ever. Donald took the goods. "Return 199 to the other railway," shouted Merida. "I shall write my views later." Later that evening, Henry pushed 7101 home face to face. "I'm sorry about last night," he shouted. "That's all right," said Henry. "You did shut old Reliable up, and I made a fool of myself today." "You failed," shouted 7101. "And yet," "Well," said Henry, "emergencies, you know. We trains must work whatever the weather. We trains must run on time." 7101 said no more. He had a lot to think about.